I think this will be a fun thing to talk about. We're here with Harlan England, and Harlan has a very unique style of decoy. And what do you call your decoys?
Just, I don't know, farm. They're everything, but this was something new this year. These tractor ones, that's all. I don't know what you call them.
Tell us what they are. Point to them and tell us what they are.
Well, there's Massey Harris, Minneapolis Moline, International, John Deere, Alice Chalmers.
Just any kind of a farm tractor, and you've got a fish decoy that is color coordinated for it, right?
Yep, that's what it is.
And so do they work pretty good at getting tractors?
Pardon?
Have you caught very many tractors with them?
No, not.
Have you caught many tractors?
No, I haven't tried any tractor. I never put them in the lake.
Yeah, well, they are very fun looking, and I hope you've been having a good show.
Yeah, it is good for a show. It's always fun.
Well, one of the things about going to a decoy carving show is that you can find a lot of other things that have been carved out of wood, and we just happened to bump into a fellow from Devil's Lake, north of Brandon, Minnesota, named Harry Davis.
That's correct.
And Harry, you have created quite a wide variety of stuff here, including some of the lures you were telling me about that are for the devils in Devil's Lake. Is that right?
Well, yes. Over there in Devil's Lake, we have some devils swimming around down there, and I happen to caught this particular one just recently. He was swimming around down there, and I got my boat out last weekend. Right after, right before the fishing season quit this year, and caught him on one of these lures I make, trolling there, see.
He must have been swimming pretty deep.
Oh, he put on a terrible fight. It was just unreal. So,
can you tell us about some of these other things that you've made? Are these mantelpieces?
Yeah, I do fireplace mantles. This one happens to be made out of butternut. This one I just completed for a couple people, or folks, out of basswood. The reason they wanted basswood is because they are putting in a room that has all light-colored woods, so it will blend in. This one is all oak, excuse me.
That one looks like it's an aquarium.
Well, it's got fish swimming in there. I've done one with sailboats. I've done one with loons for different people, and they're fun to do. This one just has oak leaves, and I've done some of these with songbirds in also.
Oh, beautiful.
And I just do a variety of things because I don't like doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's just, And
I'm glad to and I'm glad to meet someone with a real sense of humor.
Well, you know what? Nobody likes to be around somebody that's kind of down all the time. You got to have fun in life. If you don't have fun in life, it's going to make a long, long life. Well, it's not going to be a lot of fun.
Well, from what I've seen, just about everyone I've met today is having a lot of fun. Wouldn't you say?
This is a good show. It's well worth the hour or two you spend here, and the price is right. The admission is free.
Okay, we're here with Senator Bill Ingebrigtsen. Sir, what do you think of this show today?
Well, it's a tremendous show. I'm very excited and very surprised about the amount of artists that we do have in this regard here in Douglas County and surrounding area. I'm a spear fisherman myself and knew Rudy very well, Rudy Zwig. And when I found out he was going to have they were going to have an event in his name here, I couldn't help but stop by. We've got some legislation going on right now about spearing in the legislature. So it's a sport that I've learned from my father many years ago, and obviously it has taken off into actually a world of art here. I mean, there's some beautiful work here, and people are very excited about it. And it's quite frankly a lost art. Not only the art part, but the fishing part. And we need to find a balance and keep that great sport going in the state.
So have you ever tried making a decoy yourself, or are you just a user?
I'm just a user. When I see the amount of work that goes into it, I'm afraid my fingers wouldn't allow me to do that. I'd be in a world of hurt should I start carving. However, I'm not saying that I wouldn't like to try it, but it looks like some people are way ahead of me. So it's great. I mean, there's some beautiful stuff here.
It sure is. Well, thanks so much for joining us today. Terry, how are you today?
Good, really good.
Can you tell me, I understand you're president of an association over near Brainerd. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, it's the Minnesota Darkhouse and Angling Association, Brainerd Lakes chapter.
Well, great. And I understand that all of these are decoys that you've made yourself?
Yes, they are. Yeah.
How long have you been carving?
I don't really remember when I started. I've been carving for sale for about 10 years.
Well, these are beautiful pieces. And I assume that they all swim pretty well.
Yeah, they're all I test every one of them before I take them out. If they don't swim, they're not for sale.
Well, we hope you have a great afternoon, and these look absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, today we have with us Rick and Connie Whittier from Lidgerwood, North Dakota. They are the 2010 Carvers of the Year for the Minnesota Decoy Carvers Association Mid-State Chapter. Can you tell us a little bit about some of your lures?
Yes, we've been making decoys now for 5 years and competing heavily for the last, I suppose 2 years. We try to make realistic fish. We sell full-time on eBay, and we do this full-time. This is our sole income.
And you were telling me there were a couple things that you were especially proud of, and I think one was that you make them very affordable for people.
We try to keep all our prices affordable so everyone can enjoy one, and also everything we do is aerosol painted. We don't have an airbrush.
And Connie, I think you were telling me that about how well these decoys swim.
Correct. He's been getting a lot of very good comments on the excellent swimming. Even the large, like the sunfish, that usually guys have a tough time getting to swim. He's got the weighting down just ideally, and they're awesome swimmers.
Well, thank you so much for letting us stop and visit your booth.
The Alexandria show was lots of fun, and I've seen enough to have a whole new appreciation for the skill and artistry that goes into creating a fish decoy. As someone who really appreciates art, I want to see more.